Today's episode covers shifting used EV prices, fresh EV truck financing, a rugged Kia concept, a Skoda design tease, and a headline launch of an affordable 7-seat electric SUV in India. Welcome back to Autonews Daily. I'm Leah Morgan. Let's dive into today's headlines. First up, the used market for the Chevy Blazer EV is showing some clear signs of cooling. Recent data indicate that used Blazer EV prices have dropped as inventories of the model on the market have risen. That combination, more supply and weaker buyer demand, is tightening margins for sellers and creating a more favorable market for buyers who are willing to wait for deals. This shift matters for a few reasons. For consumers, it changes the calculus around buying new versus used. Declining used prices can reduce depreciation anxiety and influence trade-in values at dealerships. For manufacturers and dealers, it signals potential overproduction or slower uptake than forecasted, and it may prompt adjustments in incentives, leasing terms, or production plans to rebalance supply and demand. Observers will be watching whether this is an isolated inventory cycle for one model or an early indicator of broader adjustments in the EV resale market. Moving on to investment news, Bollinger Motors has closed a $50 million financing round aimed at advancing its electric truck program. That capital injection provides runway for the company to continue development, scale production planning, or extend operations as it pursues a tougher, more commercial segment of the EV market. For a startup focused on electric trucks, securing fresh funding at this stage is a meaningful vote of confidence from investors. The significance here goes beyond a single check. Commercial and utility EVs represent an area of rising investor interest because they address clear business cases, fuel and maintenance savings, regulatory pressures, and fleet electrification goals. For Bollinger specifically, the financing reduces short-term execution risk and increases the likelihood that it can bring products closer to market. At the same time, the sector remains capital-intensive, and additional milestones will be necessary to sustain investor enthusiasm, so stakeholders will be monitoring how the company allocates this capital and the timelines it sets for next steps. Next, Kia has unveiled the EV5 WKND Off Road concept, a design that reimagines the EV5 for outdoor and off-pavement activities. The concept emphasizes rugged styling, greater approach and departure angles, and details aimed at lifestyle buyers who want an electric vehicle that can double as a weekend adventure companion. While concepts do not guarantee production specifications, they signal the brand's intent to blend mainstream EV architecture with capability cues that attract a specific, experience-driven customer segment. Concepts like this also tell us about brand strategy. For Kia, the EV5 WKND Off Road points toward expanding product narratives beyond commuting and urban use, appealing instead to buyers who prioritize outdoor recreation and versatility. That could influence accessory packages, marketing, and even the engineering trade-offs future production models will make between range, durability, and load-carrying capability. Consumers and competitors alike will watch whether elements of the WKND concept migrate into production models or limited-run derivatives that tap into the growing outdoor EV market. Shifting to European perspectives, Skoda has revealed a rendering that teases one of its 2025 models, offering a glimpse of the automaker's design direction. The image emphasizes clean lines and a modern silhouette, suggesting Skoda's continuing evolution toward the design language and feature sets customers expect in the mid-decade market. Renderings like this serve a dual purpose. They excite potential buyers and give analysts an early look at how an OEM sees its products fitting into future segments. Design previews can also influence dealer anticipation and aftermarket planning, as well as supplier sourcing decisions for parts that must align with new styling cues. While a rendering is not a specification sheet, it is a deliberate communication from the brand about priorities, whether that's aerodynamic efficiency, interior space packaging, or technology integration. Observers will be interested in how Skoda translates this visual direction into the mechanical and pricing decisions required to compete in 2025. Before we get to today's most popular story, a quick request: like and subscribe. It helps us keep bringing the news to you. Finally, the biggest story of the day, and the one that has generated the most attention, is the launch of the Mahindra XUV 9s, priced at Rs 1995 lakh and positioned as the first mass-market 7-seater electric SUV in India. The price point is notable because it signals a strategic push to make multi-passenger electric vehicles accessible to a broader Indian consumer base, rather than restricting 7-seat EVs to premium buyers. By offering this configuration at an aggressive price, Mahindra is staking a claim in both volume-oriented and family-oriented segments of the market. This launch has implications for competition, infrastructure, and consumer adoption. Competitors will need to consider how to respond on pricing, interior packaging, and after-sales support to protect share. For potential buyers, a mass-market 7-seater EV expands practical options for families and fleet operators who have historically relied on combustion engine SUVs or MPVs. On the infrastructure side, broader adoption of larger EVs increases the urgency for public and private investment in fast charging and service networks that can support higher usage and longer journeys. The Mahindra XUV 9s therefore acts as a catalyst. It tests price elasticity, charging ecosystem readiness, and dealer preparedness to sell and service more complex, larger EVs at scale in India. That wraps our main stories for today. If you found this episode useful, please like and subscribe so we can keep bringing timely automotive news to your feed. Thank you, and see you tomorrow.